Hey everybody, welcome to Life at Sunny Lee. And it's been a very, very busy week. We skipped church last Sunday because we were getting Doug ready to go back to Ohio. And we just got him off and was relaxing in the front porch, trying to decide what we were going to do for the rest of the day, whether we were going to get groceries or what. And we got a phone call from our oldest son. And it's one of those phone calls that parents really don't like to get from their kids. His cat had passed, and he had been up all night with it at the emergency clinic. And they thought they could save it, but it ended up that they could not. So he was very distressed. So we went up there to bury the cat and to just give him some comfort. And then on Monday, we had the annual costume parade that the Evening Lions Club produces. And my job was to take pictures. So I was there taking pictures of all the contestants, and then I had to edit that and get that up on YouTube and on Facebook and to the people who got it ready to go to the Tribune, our local newspaper. So I was busy doing that. And then Tuesday morning we had to get up early because it was getting ready for my husband's annual physical, which meant we had to go in early and get the blood work done. We have to do that a week ahead of time so the doctor gets all the reports and stuff so he can look at them before we get there for the regular checkup. So we did that. We went out to eat, ran into an old friend, talked to him for a while, which was always nice, and picked up some ground beef so I can make more satin balls for the puppy. We did some calculations to find out how much food she really should be eating because she's still losing weight, and I've been following the guidelines on the packages, so the food that we get, and decided it was time to up it. So I'm trying to get her to eat another cup of food. Satin balls are helping. The satin balls, you're supposed to get 24 of them out of this package, this recipe I'm using. And if I get 24, they're 100 calories a piece. So I made sure that I got 24 out of this group, so that I know exactly how much she's getting. We got some milk bone chewy treats, bacon flavor, which she really loves. They're 25 calories a piece, so I'm giving her 4 of those a day at least. And about 4 of the meatballs a day. So that's 500 extra calories on top of her food. Plus I'm trying to get her to eat another cup of food. So I don't want her fat, but I don't want her losing any more weight if at all possible. So we're working on that. Last 2 days, she's been eating really well. So hopefully by doing this, I can get her to eat 4 cups a day instead of 3, plus all these extra things I'm giving her. She is old. I realize that, but trying to keep her as healthy as possible, even though she can't use that one back leg and the other one's not too good. So anyway, I made more satin balls, and on Wednesday I fed Artie, and I cleaned out his cage. Saturday or so I cleaned out his cage. I usually like to wait a couple days after I feed him to clean out the cage. That way he's kind of docile, kind of calm, doesn't strike at anything, and kind of stays under his rock, and I can work in his cage without having to worry about whether I have to take him out or whether he's going to be striky or anything. He usually isn't striky except for when he's hungry. So when I feed him, he's pretty docile, pretty nice. I cleaned up the house because I knew Sean was coming down for the weekend. We went up and picked him up on Friday night and kept him until Sunday. Sunday was his birthday. That's the reason this is a day late, because we have a birthday party for him Sunday at home. Nobody, just the three of us. And so I cleaned out the house on Wednesday so he would be ready for him. And then beautiful day on Wednesday. And a little bit windy, but beautiful day. So we took the shade cloth off of the low greenhouse. The high greenhouse does not have a shade cloth, nor, as long as that pear tree is there, will it need a shade cloth, because the pear tree leaves out in the summertime and it produces enough shade that it's good for the high greenhouse. And it drops its leaves in the winter, so that's good for the high greenhouse. But the low greenhouse is completely in the sun, so we have to put shade cloth on it. So we took the shade cloth off. We'll not put it back on until April. And it was a little dirty, so I washed it. I will leave a link above on how I took care of the shade cloth. And then we washed the greenhouse itself. Took an old mop and sponge mop and some soap and water, and we washed the top of it off, and it was so dirty. And hopefully the high greenhouse will never have to be washed like this, because we will not be able to get up that high to wash it with the sponge mop. But we got it all cleaned up and it's ready. And I took and watered everything inside good with the hose, since I had the hose out. And cleaned the inside of the greenhouse the best I could. We still got plants in there, so I couldn't get up to the corners very well. Once those plants are gone, I can clean the corners anytime. Thursday it was raining, so we didn't do anything outside. We did go to see the movie. We went to see Here. It's Tom Hanks' movie. Some people really like it, some people didn't. It's one of those that skips around in time, so you have to be alert during it, because I think you're following like 4 different families, or maybe 5, and it's a good movie. It really makes you stop and think. In fact, there are people besides us in the theater that when the lights came on, very few of them got up and left right away. Most of them just kind of sat there a little bit thinking about the movie, thinking about their lives. The movie basically showed how if you want to follow your dreams, follow them. It showed one family that completely got all their dreams come true. It showed some other ones that had always wanted to do things, but life got in the way, and they just kept putting things off and not doing them. And it made you think about, what are you doing? Are you procrastinating, or are you actually doing what you want to do? Are you following your dreams? Are you trying to make your dreams come true? Yeah. So it's a good little movie on that part, and we really enjoyed it. Friday we went up and picked up Sean, brought him back home with us, and I took all the pet things and washed them and got those all cleaned, and we went and got groceries, so we have food for Sean when he came home. Saturday we just visited with him, and then Saturday evening our church group called Salt and Light, we're having a pizza party and a movie. Well, we didn't go to the pizza part, but we did go to the movie with them, and it was a very good movie. We saw the best Christmas pageant ever. If you have a chance to see it with your family, definitely take them. It's definitely a family-oriented movie. Very good. Based off of a book. And we really enjoyed it. And we went out afterwards and ate before we came home. So it was been a good weekend. We had lots of fun. And one of the sad things this week was one of the YouTubers that I watch all the time. He had gotten bit by a snake back in October, and we got word that he passed. So that was kind of sad. And they put out his last video the other day. His whole message, I was kind of happy that the last video that he had, he mentioned how happy he was, how happy life was for him, how things were going so great for him. And it's one of those where he's mentioned the same thing that's been the theme this week. Follow your dreams. It may take a while. It would definitely take a lot of hard work. But if you want to be happy, follow your dreams. And he was very, very happy that day that he made this video before he died. He had no idea that he was going to be bitten by a snake that was going to kill him in just a matter of hours, basically. So, rest in peace, Dingo. And we will miss your videos. And my love to Christy and the family, and my blessings and prayers go out to them. So, remember, follow your dreams. Dream big and follow them. Make them happen. It may take a while. It definitely will take work, but it'll make you happy in the end. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.